Hello, this is Sherry from djsundries.blogspot.com, and I have a super quick gift card I wanted to make today and show it to you. The first thing that I'm going to use here is my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and I have a piece of craft colored cardstock that I've cut at 4 1/4 inches wide by 10 inches long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to score that at 4 inches and at 8 inches. And then I will just set this aside. The next thing I'm going to do is, using the Tim Holtz Distress ink in Faded Jeans, I'm just going to ink up the edges of my card. This will be the outside edge. I'll just quickly ink that. And this is using the Faded Jeans. Then I'm going to fold and crease my card. I'm going to fold it at the 2-inch mark, or what would have been the 8-inch mark, and it forms a little flap. And then I'll fold the top down at the 4-inch mark. So now I have a card here that is 4 1/4 inches wide by 4 inches tall. Now, because I crease that, I want to go ahead and ink that outer crease as well. And then I want to open up the card and ink around this inner crease. Now, before I put my Faded Jeans ink away, I also want to do a little more inking. Now, the cartridge I'm using today is the Stand and Salute cartridge, and I used the border feature and cut out this set of border stars. So I just want to ink those just lightly, just to barely give it a little bit of distress color with the Faded Jeans. And then I'll set that aside. Then I also cut, using the frame feature, I cut this border frame that says Honor. And then I also cut another piece of gold paper, and this is actually textured cardstock that I pulled from my stash, but I cut it at 3 3/4 inches wide by 3 1/2 inches tall. Now, I want to use the side that has the least amount of texture, because I'm actually going to be stamping on that and I don't want too much texture to show up. So I'm going to use that side. And what I will do first of all is I will adhere my Honor frame right into the center of that. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue, grab my tweezers here and set that aside. I'm just going to use some of this a glue pen and just go around the outer edges of the border. I'll grab my tweezers in a minute. Just like so. Now, I know that's a lot of glue, but it will dry clear, so if I would rather have a little bit too much than not enough, because I don't want to lose my border. Unfortunately, the ATG gun is just a little bit too wide of an adhesive for this, so I'll just use this. Okay, and then I want to just center that on here, just like so. That's about right there. Let me wipe off the mat here. Okay. So now we'll just make sure that that's good and strong down. And I will need that glue one more time. Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside for a minute and allow that to dry off this spot here. And then we're going to take our gift card. Now I'm going to open up the flap again, and using my ATG, I am just going to put a light right along the edge on each side, one strip of adhesive. And then I'll fold that back up and adhere that down. And what that will do is that will enable me to slide a gift card right inside there for them. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to get my star border. Again, using my glue. Let's get a different glue this time. Let's try this Zig 2-way. Yeah, that works a lot better. Again, I have too much glue, but that's okay. It will dry clear. And I want to just adhere that down to that bottom border, just like so. Okay. Now, I have a set of stamps that I wanted to use specifically for this project, and it is the K. Andrew Freedom Isn't Free set. Lots of really good sentiments on it, and I've chosen 3 separate stamps for this project. The first one for the inside says, "Today, American soldier, I prayed for you." So what I want to do is I want to use a black ink pad, and I tried this before using a colored ink pad, and I just didn't like the way it turned out, so I thought I'm going to just use my good old black ink pad. I'm going to kind of off-center that against this, or across from the stars, and just stamp that right down. Okay. So now we have the inside of our card, and then I can just slip in my little gift card right here, just like that. And then we'll move to the outside of the card. Now the other 2 stamps that I used said, well, let's just stamp them and then it's a little easier to read. So again, using the black, I off-centered these enough that it would fit inside of the frame, and to use both sets of stamps. And I want to press extra hard because this is that cardstock that is textured, and it's a lot more difficult to get a clean image on textured cardstock, I've discovered. And I still didn't quite do it. But it says, "Serving proudly, standing tall. Thank you for serving and answering the call." And so that's the sentiment for inside of the card, or I mean for the outside of the card. And then all I need to do is take my adhesive and go around the outer edges. I think the next time I make this, I will not use textured cardstock because it just does not give you as clean of an image as I would like. And I'll just center that right down like that. And there's a super simple card. Thanks for watching and have a great day.